So what are you being for Halloween?
We're being crayons.
Oh, that's cute. What color? What colors?
Well, the way they sell it is like the rainbow for like, I don't know, $11 or something. And it's like an apron and a little like gnome hat. And I even got a little one for Penny, and they only sell those in bulk too.
Oh,
it's like
my God.
an inch of material. So we have to pick our color. And then I got Kate this rainbow tutu fancy one, but it was too tight. So then I got her a purple one.
Oh, so she's a crayon too?
She's going to be a crayon. We'll see if she puts it on. You know, she's 50-50. You know, on like day of being like, nah.
Whose idea was the crayon?
Hers. I went through all of it and she's like, I want that. And she loves her rainbow crayon crown.
Oh.
So that's going to be a hit. But we'll see how the rest of it goes, you know?
Okay. Please send pictures.
Tell me about you. What are you going to do? And what are you going to wear?
I mean, so my school, it's elementary school. So usually there's like a school-wide theme, and the theme is going to be zoo animals, and then our principal's going to be like a zookeeper, and then everyone's going to be different zoo animals. So thankfully there was a spreadsheet where people are like, kindergarten is going to be, you know, lions, and this grade's going to do this, and bloody blue. This is just for staff. And then I don't have like a group like that, so I was like, I'm going to be a panda because that wasn't picked yet. And I feel like that's easy to do.
Also, you could probably buy it's like a cozy costume.
So here's the thing. Last year, I was a lion, which was a cozy onesie. And then the weather ended up being 90 degrees.
Oh,
so
God,
like, I'm
warming.
scared of that. So I'm just going to get a black and white shirt, wear some black pants, get some ears, and then do dark eyes. And that's it.
Boom.
That's all you're getting out of me.
Are you gonna walk around with bamboo?
I was thinking like maybe I'd get like a celery stick, and that kind of looks like bamboo, and I could just chew that.
Perfect.
And that's what I'm gonna be doing. And then
I love it.
Yeah. So I was a panda my senior year of high school.
I was just gonna say I had a memory that you've already done that.
Not just a panda. I was Kung Fu Panda.
I thought you were going to say Panda Express.
Wow, no, but...
Kung Fu Panda is pretty epic.
Yeah.
That's quite nostalgic of you.
Yep, I know.
Wow.
Showing Jack Black the love.
Sisters, sisters who've seen it. We are the sisters, sisters who've seen it. Sisters, shooby-dooby-doo-wop, sisters, shooby-dooby-doo-wop, sisters, 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 sisters. Sisters who've seen it.
Hello.
Hello there.
Well, Heather.
Heather
1.
Heather.
Heather 2.
Heather.
Heather 3.
Heather.
It's a lot.
Veronica.
And Veronica's there too. Hey, welcome back, listeners. Anyone named Heather?
Heather?
Are you guys there? Heather?
I don't know. They probably left.
Well, hey, we are not Heathers.
No, we couldn't pull off being a Heather.
No, the shoulder pads?
It's just not, it's not our style.
The hairspray? No.
We're too, like, Irish, too, looking, you know? Like,
I guess.
I don't know. Like, I feel like Heather's feels, like, super waspy New England.
Yes, fair. True.
Like,
they play
Belgium
croquet,
origin.
apparently.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're not doing fucking any of that, listeners. Because we are the Sisters Who've Seen It. The podcast where two sisters who are not movie critics look back on some of our favorites throughout the years through a psychological, ethical, and familial lens. I'm Katie.
I'm Bridget.
I will say that line. Dear Diary, my teen angst bullshit now has a body count. And that might be the tagline of the movie. I was gonna also say the only quote I wrote down for some reason, I don't patronize bunny rabbits. It was just so random. I was like, wow, I gotta write that down.
I'll tell you this. If this is the 1988 comedy crime, somehow it fit into Halloween, Kate, right? Somehow it fit into it.
Considered a dark comedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the original Heathers.
Heather.
The 80s were dark with a capital D.
They were. Yeah.
This movie is insane.
Yeah.
I don't remember it being this insane.
I've never seen this before this watch.
Whoa,
so I was like,
haven't?
where are we going? And then I was like, oh no, we're going to terrible places, but nobody's crying. So I guess I'll awkwardly laugh like a hyena.
I think they tried to make it like a comedy at some points, and I'm like, this feels really dark and sad.
No, there definitely were like parts where I was like, oh no, I can't laugh at that. Like, this is like too much. And how the fuck did they turn this into a Broadway musical? This was I'm not making that up. Like, this was a musical on Broadway. What are they singing about? Kids hanging themselves in the bedrooms? Come on now.
Yeah.
That's bad. I don't understand. It reminded me of that movie Better Off Ted. I was like, oh no.
Totally.
Did those come out?
Which was also in 80s. Yeah. The 80s were wild.
Like, everyone's like, oh, let's make suicide movies. That sounds hip and cool with the youth. And I guess it was at the time. What? I don't know actually how this movie did when it came out. I have a feeling it wasn't like super popular.
Let me actually look that up. How did Heather
Just because there's so many like 80s movies and this is not...
Yeah.
I don't think this is one people are like, oh, you gotta watch that 80s movie.
Yeah.
It's like a little more, maybe like culty.
I think this is culty.
Yeah.
Whoa, apparently the musical has very positive reviews.
Really? Okay, wow.
Box office was not a box office success. But Heather's the musical found success.
Damn.
In 2026.
I know.
Okay, here we go. So the film was a disappointment. They grossed $4 million on a $3 million budget.
Okay, they made $1 million. Okay, but wow. Yeah, it was, I didn't always know what was gonna happen. I'll give them that. I was surprised many a time. I think it's my synopsis also.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And I'm going to sit back with my feet up and support you from afar.
All right, you do that. Don't drink any unknown liquids. Okay, that's a big lesson we shall take away from this movie. All right, listeners, movie's called Heathers because there's fucking Heathers. There's 3 of them, and they don't believe in nicknames, I suppose. So they all just call each other Heather, and they all magically know which Heather they're referring to at every moment. And then there's Veronica, who is Winona Ryder. We love to see her. She's not with Edward Scissorhands. She's fine. Her hair got cut. It's a different color. Different Winona. Yep. And they're like the popular girls. I will have questions later, but I'll save them from this synopsis till after.
Crazy.
And Winona's kind of like, her character is Veronica. So Veronica is basically like, yeah, these girls are like annoying, but like, if I'm not friends with them, I won't have friends. Which, put a pin in that, guys.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to pin that one. And then they meet Christian Slater, who is
a full-on psychopath.
Jason Dean?
JD, baby.
JD, okay. Yeah. Might as well have called him Jason Voorhees. Spoiler alert. That's a Friday the 13th reference. Okay.
Oh, I didn't get it.
He's a killer. We did that movie, Brace show.
Oh, sorry. Oopsie. Okay.
Oopsie. Okay, so Christian Slater's new, and he's like, hey, Veronica, you're hot. And she's like, you're hot. And then they kind of start like hanging out, dating. And then Veronica is just like complaining about her Heather friends. And the main Heather is like, I don't know. She is rude. She's a bully. She's rude. Yeah. She's like, come to this party and like have sex with this guy. And Veronica's like, no. And then she's like, gosh, you're such a loser. Blah, blah, blah. And then this very quickly, to me, leads to Veronica telling JD this. And then he's like, that's crazy. What if we kill her, though? And then Veronica's like, what? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, no. Let's just do a prank. And he's like, totally. And his fingers are crossed behind his back. Okay? I saw them. She did not. Lessons were learned. And they were gonna make her this weird, like, drink thing that would just make her, like, feel, like, gross and icky. But then Christian Slater pours, like, poison in it, and then she literally dies. And then Veronica's like, oh no, that poison she drank that you gave her killed her. What are we going to do? And he's like, I know what to do. We're going to make it look like a suicide. There are police and investigations, and I believe DNA evidence was invented at this point in time. But we're going to do suicide note, and no one's going to question it, and they fucking don't.
I will tell you,
at all.
What was like the basically the porn movie with Michael Douglas and
Basic
Sharon
Instinct.
Stone? Like if Michael Douglas was on this case, he'd be like, I know who the killer is like, right away.
It's that guy.
It's this fucking guy.
It's this crazy guy. Yeah. And this is, okay, the movie did get a little funny at this part where it's kind of like this girl that was the popular girl, but it was the type of popular that like is like a movie cliche popular where it's like, actually everybody hates that person.
Yeah.
So you would think now that that person's gone, people might be like, cool. But instead, everyone is like, we're so sad and we need to memorialize this dead Heather and we need to, rethink our lives. And like, I liked that because I'm like, that actually is probably what would happen in real life. And that's just a human psychology thing we got going on. But you're thinking to yourself, wow, that was a horrible, horrible death. Surely there won't be more. Surely the police will come any day now. They fucking don't. And then basically it's kind of like we cut, copy, paste that same thing with like Christian Slater and Winona, where he's like, what if we kill? And she's like, whoa, no way. And he's like, okay, we totally won't. And then he like kills all these people. And he keeps being like, it's a suicide. And the cops keep believing it. I don't know. They're smoking weed in the woods. Okay. It's not good. But basically it comes to a head when Winona's like, you know what? The first murder I could excuse, but the 87 other ones, this is not going to work out. We need to break up. And I was like, break up? Call the police, girl. Like, you have bigger fish to fry in your relationship. Oh my God.
She's like, dear diary, we broke up.
It's like,
God.
He murdered another one. Can you believe it, diary? Anyway.
God, he's so annoying. Back to high school.
Basically, it's a lot of death and murder, staged suicide, but sometimes people are trying to actually end their lives at their own hands, and that's terrible. And then, in the end, Winona thwarts a school bombing. Hate it. It's too real. 80s. You didn't even fucking know what you were predicting.
You don't even know 80s.
Like, you didn't even fucking
exactly.
know. And it is a good ending because Christian Slater just blows up. Although he kind of blows himself up on purpose, so that I'm like, oh,
and I'm glad they didn't show it because I think the like whatever version of CGI they would have used in 1988 would have been bad.
Yeah.
Wow, you did it.
And then Winona's alive. Yeah. So it's dark.
I'm on the edge of my seat. Are you ready for fun facts?
Yeah.
First off, Winona Ryder saw the script. Her agent was like, don't you dare do this.
Oh, God.
And she was like, I'm doing it. He's like, this is a career killer. She's like, I'm doing it.
She did it.
She goes to them and they go, you're not pretty enough.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And so she ran to like a Macy's makeup counter, had them make her look like a little popular girl, and then ran back and they were like, okay, you're in. So I'm like, she's the most beautiful one.
Yeah, like the casting directors were the Heathers. Okay, I get it.
Pretty much.
Jesus.
And wait, this gets like hysterical because, as you know, Katie, people play themselves. Mm-hmm. Number one Heather, the super bitch,
yes,
right? Her and Christian Slater were dating at the time. Midway through, they break up.
Oh God!
Christian Slater then dates Winona Ryder. The drama.
I was gonna say, was Winona and Johnny Depp still dating? But I guess not. Whoa.
I can't even keep up with
that. All right, well,
timeline.
hopefully Winona broke up with him before he blew himself up in the movie.
So there is a lot of Heathers happening behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And I guess apparently Winona Ryder did lose out on some movies after this because people didn't like that they made fun of suicide.
Which is
people thought the movie
fair.
Made fun of suicide too much.
Yeah.
And then the critics were like, well, when you're a teenager, you're judging it like an adult. You need to judge it like a teenager that takes it a little bit more apathetic and not like the adults are taking it a little bit more serious. The teenagers are like, this is clearly not serious, you know?
Yeah.
So that I thought was interesting, but me watching it now, I thought, because like the cool part of the 80s movies, which is what I love about Breakfast Club and all John Hughes movies, is they talk like fucking teenagers and it's fun and cool and all the adults are idiots. And so it's like fun to enter that world.
Yes.
But then they murdered so many people.
They did.
And I was like, I can't. How are you not having like a breakdown, Winona Ryder? Why hasn't anyone cried?
Nope.
Nobody cried. Even at
Nope.
the funeral,
Nope.
in their head, they were like, we hate you. Amen. Like at the casket. I was like, damn. No, like, hey, thanks for being my friend. Like, shit.
No, the tone was like, we're not going to be sad. We're not.
No tears.
We're going to be
tear
crazy or try to make you giggle. But I still was like, yeah, but but like, this is like kind of crazy and sad.
Should we go to the musical?
I mean, I am so interested because I'm like, how many songs about death and suicide could you possibly have musical? And how do you guys do that in this day and age without it being sad? And is Christian Slater there too? Let me know. I do think he did a really good job of playing this type of character. Almost
did he?
Too good, Bridge, if you know what I mean.
I went down a rabbit hole about him.
Yeah.
And he is a really interesting actor because most 80s, 90s, he like blew up.
Yeah.
Was in a lot of these teen movies and then freaking faded. And he was definitely into a lot of drugs.
Oh.
Definitely had some bad, either he was abused domestically or he abused people. And then there was like some case that thought he like groped woman on a sidewalk, but then that was dismissed. And so I think he just had this like horrible, gross reputation. So he's been gone for like almost 30 years.
Yeah.
And then he just came back with Mr. Robot. And apparently he's like winning awards and killing it.
Oh.
And so I don't know if you watched that show or know anything, but I was just like, this is a strange, strange man.
Well, we had him in an interview with a vampire, and I felt like, I don't know, he was just like there. But like this, I was like, oh, you're like good at this character.
He's really good at it.
It's like kind of scary.
Okay, and then one other fun fact, and I'm all out. Shannen Doherty.
Oh yeah, she's here too.
Who's Heather? Let's say 2. Heather 2 or Heather 3.
Yes.
She, apparently, someone in the crew who was married was sleeping with an underage, like, extra.
Oh.
And she called them out, and then they blacklisted her as, like, a bitch. And that's where her reputation of, like, being a bitch came from. And then her rabbit hole is, did you know she married, like, an 18-year-old after 2 weeks?
What? No.
I know. I was going down so many
Wikipedia
pages.
Jesus.
And I was like, yo, these Heathers are fucking crazy.
Damn, you were deep in the internet, Bridge. I'm glad you got out of it.
I was just watching this movie and I was like, these people are crazy. Who signed up for this film? I guess we should get started on it, but I just wanted to let you know all the fun facts.
It just sounds like, once again, the people who made this movie were the Heathers, so we should have known. And, Bridge, we start off with 80s fashion, which is scrunchies and big shoulder pad blazers.
They were...
Wow.
So you know how early 2000s gets made fun of for going to the club and business casual? This was the real business casual.
This was, I gotta say, because my blazers don't have shoulder pads, all right?
Holy, and their collars are so high up, like they're all in prep school, but it's literal public school, wear whatever you want. Like, nobody's wearing a band t-shirt.
And know? What's the hairstyle where everybody's hair is really fluffy? What is that?
I mean, I think it's just like 80s hair. I think that's like
frizzy hair.
I mean, I think it's just like high volume, thickness is in, curls, big giant, like, it's crazy to me. The amount of hairspray.
It really felt like Mean Girls, but in the 80s. And I was like, oh, and even the leader is like the blonde Regina George, who's like, everyone's below me. And like,
pretty much
kind of acknowledges that like people are really nice to me because they want to be my friend or like have sex with me. Like, whatever, I could acknowledge it. You're like, oh, is this how life needs to be? Okay.
Gross.
And like, okay, then we see them at school and they're in the cafeteria and the mean Heather is like, let's do a bullying prank on that girl just cuz. And I was like, oh, hate that. And then they walk around the cafeteria and ask a philosophical question. And this happens every day, but it's not for a school project. Why is this happening?
What is the question?
What is it?
Do we know what it is?
The question was if you got $5 million, like you won $5 million, but then aliens came the same day and said, we're going to blow up the world in 2 days. This also sounds like a question I would pose, by the way. So don't get me wrong. I'm not against the question. I am confused why this girl is like, this is priority number one, everybody. We must ask our lunchtime question. And I was like, I don't get that. Like, it's weird. And then she's like, yeah, we can only ask like cool, popular people the question. We can't ask like the nerds. And I was like, well, then you're getting a biased sample. Okay. Go back to stats class and learn. Thank you.
I mean, what would your answer be though to the philosophical question?
Like, what would I do with the money? I'd probably like,
yeah.
I guess there's no point in donating it because everything's going to blow up. But I might try to like travel or something. But maybe I'd still donate some. I don't know.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the one character, Martha, who was like the quote-unquote stereotypical fat girl.
Yeah, everybody was like really fucking mean to Martha.
Was it Martha for Heather's?
Because I wrote it down somewhere. Because I was like, why is everyone mean to her? It is Martha.
Stuck.
Yeah. Martha.
Martha's Dunstuck, aka Dump Truck.
Oh.
I read some quote with her where she was like, I literally grew up in Beverly Hills. Like, this was my life. My life was Martha. I'm like, damn.
That sucks, Martha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Martha's prank is that they make Winona because Winona can imitate people's handwriting.
I can't. This is, okay.
I need more context on that.
Dude, I know in movies they don't call it the showrunner, but it's like one person was like, wait a second. We need one personality trait of Winona's.
That's it.
Which is, when she writes all these suicide notes, it will exactly look like the handwriting. I'm like, oh my fucking God. This is the dumbest thing ever.
And once again, I'm pretty sure at the FBI.
That's a Bob moment. That's a Bob moment. We're bringing back a Bob moment.
Like, there is someone's job who can identify differences between people's handwriting, and it's not Winona.
Not Winona's.
It's not her.
It's not Winona's. I'm just telling you, she's incredible.
She's like, don't make me do the prank. Oh, never mind, I did it. And then Christian Slater is being the biggest creepazoid in the back of the fucking cafeteria, and Winona is like, ooh, who's that hot guy? And they're like, he's new, like, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I'm gonna go talk to him.
He is pretty hot, though.
Bridget, but like,
I'm sorry, Bridget. I know he's a psychopath, but like, he's got that voice.
With the little voice with the greasy hair, and he reminded me of like Billy from Scream, and I think I thought of that when he like climbed through her bedroom window, and I was like, oh my God, was Scream like referencing Christian Slater from the 80s?
He pops in her bedroom. I was horrified.
I screamed. That was the first clue of the red flags. Okay, we need to take notes. He also gets immediately bullied by other boys who are football players, and they try to call him gay. And then he literally whips out a gun. And then it cuts to the next scene. In the cafeteria. Then it cuts to the next scene, and the girls are like, he won't be in trouble. Like, it wasn't, like, real bullets. It was, like, fake bullets. And then we all just move on. And I was like, yeah, so again, 80s. We won't be remaking this movie, by the way. Is this in the musical? A potential school shooting moment? I hope
just want
not.
to let you know the musical is in New York, so I might have to fly to come see it with you.
You need to go see it and be like, can we have a Q&A after the musical to ask questions?
As you have so importantly taught us all, if somebody was an upstander, if this guy's whipping out guns in the cafeteria, maybe he's probably going to murder everybody.
Maybe don't date him.
Blow up the school.
Maybe when he climbs in your bedroom window after whipping out a gun, maybe don't have sex with him on your lawn. I don't know. I just feel we should learn things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're all, like, rich kids, too? Like, is that also... Or Winona's definitely a rich kid. And all the parents are always so dumb, right?
Yeah.
They're always, like, dumb. Except for Christian Slater's dad is, like, evil and, like, kills people, too, I guess.
Did he kill the mom also? Because there was, like, a weird thing where he was like, yeah, and my mom was in that building, and then my dad blew it up, but it was an accident. And I was like, are you an idiot? Or
was he hinting at his mom knew the building would be blown up, so went in there to, like, kill herself via his bombing?
My brain, I always blame the homicidal men. So I was like, oh, the dad killed the mom and Christian's been gaslit and now he will repeat the cycle of abuse.
Okay.
I don't know, but, like, again, dad works in construction. I don't want to say it's a red flag, but just do some vetting, okay, everybody?
Wait, why is it a red flag?
Bridget, The Sopranos. How easy is it to bury a dead body?
Like mobster. Like, hey, I'm in a...
Or like...
Actually, there's a really good... what was the movie?
Somebody.
Goodfellas?
Yeah.
Your hands don't feel like you're in construction. I'm an auditor. Or what does he say? There's something really funny.
I think it's just really easy to get rid of a dead body when you work in construction.
I get it. I'm coming Sopranos.
And then also being like, we move around all the time. I'm like, because you're on the lam running from the law and the FBI can't get their shit together. I'm upset. Like, this whole thing could have been avoided. All these teens could have been avoided being dead.
As a freaking dude in the 80s, nobody cares about his gun. He gets suspended for a day, and everyone's like, God, Veronica, why do you even like that psycho? And she's like, he's hot.
Yeah.
And then they play a lot of croquet.
Croquet?
Croquet.
Croquet. I was...
Filet mignon?
Oh. The mahi-mahi. I was waiting for the croquet mallet to be used for
as like a murder weapon.
And then it never was. And I was like, oh. All right.
But it was always meant to signal, like, mean girl bitchy in out of group things. Because, like, number one Heather smashed number two Heather's ball really far away. And she's like, God, why do you give me such a bitch? Okay. Number one Heather, they go to some college party. You just keep seeing, like, how she's an awful, terrible person. And she gets kind of murdered right away. Like the whole...
so fast.
Like, they get in a big, giant argument, and then the next morning, JD and Winona have sex on the croquet lawn.
On the lawn. The croquet mallets saw it all.
Can you imagine as a teenager having sex in our backyard with our parents?
It's disgusting.
Can you imagine? No. One of our dogs also would absolutely fuck us up.
And we would be... sprinklers in the lawn would have came up.
Everything. The lights would have popped on.
The alarm went off. Yeah.
Horrifying. And they basically, she's like, we had a big, giant blowout fight where I screamed at she's a bitch. She screamed I was a bitch. I told her, fuck you, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, but I'm going to go into her house. Just break in with my new boyfriend now.
Yep.
And bring her coffee in bed. And she's like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
She's like, I didn't mean those things I said. She's like, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, if my best friend shows up to my house in my seashell bed sleeping, I'm like,
with
get
the school gunman?
Yes. Excuse me.
This is once again a moment. This could be the drinking game. Take a sip every time somebody should have called the police. Okay,
wait, so
you will be waterfalling the whole movie.
Winona Ryder was a dummy or knew she was actually murdering all those people with JD?
I thought she was stupid in the beginning.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay. Because they do try to set it up where she's like, Dear Diary, I might want to kill! And you're like, yeah, I don't think you really do. And then, like, every time something like that happens, then she's always, like, mortified. And I'm like, yeah, girl, you gotta wise up.
I think this was Winona Ryder's origin story to Girl Interrupted.
Oh.
Right?
Definitely. They're the same character now that...
So,
yep,
yes, it is. Yep. They grew up to be... Okay, I can't believe it. I just killed my best friend. And your worst enemy. Same difference.
Same difference. My God. Like.
So then, you're right. The whole school doesn't remember they hated her. The whole school loves her. The whole school is turning a giant, I don't know, tune on She's the Best and TV, and they become popular. And then, is that how the faculty goes, Kate? Is that how you talk about suicide in the school faculty?
Oh my God, no, I was cringing.
I bet you had notes.
I had so many notes. I said, actually, here's a line. All of these suggestions on how to react to a student suicide are the wrong ones. Because they're like, let's all have a big feelings assembly. Let's get out early. Let's have a big permanent memorial forever and always, but only for this student. Then other ones, maybe, maybe not. We'll decide. Let's get this on the news. I was like, oh no, all of these are bad. Also, are there any counselors? Because I feel like there are. And that, even that one lady that's like, let's talk about our feelings. I was like, but I think you're a teacher. Like, what class are you teaching? Or did you stop teaching because now you're, I don't know, latching onto this tragedy to talk about feelings? I don't fucking know what was going on. Okay. Not good.
I don't even know if you know the answer, but what should a high school do? What is like proper protocol?
Lots of mental health staff at the school to just be available for whomever. You do not memorialize because kind of like in that movie, then it becomes like let's celebrate this horrible thing this person did. In this case, she didn't actually do it, but you know, that's like, then you could potentially have like billions of memorials if you did that for every single kid that ever dies, like in that same school, even if it's different years. So it's really just supposed to be like, you don't on a mass scale do any pauses or celebrating or whatever, but you're more like make everybody know there are counselors on staff if you need to speak with someone today. Talk to someone. And that's it, you know? Wow. And then the counselors who are the trained professionals can deal and talk with those children if they need it. But I don't think anybody needed counseling.
Nobody
in this
cared.
School. Yeah, they were all like,
even the funeral. Guy. Nobody cried. Nobody cared.
No, nobody cried. Yeah, and then like, I don't know. I feel like we get a little more information about like Christian Slater and his dad, and the dad's like, yeah, remember when I blew up that building and then we had to move again? And Winona's like, nice to meet you. And I was like, Winona, again, like, this is red flag number 5,000. We gotta go, girl.
You can tell though, she was like, I mean, I know she kept calling her dad an idiot. That was like, I guess how they bonded. But you could tell she was like, oh no, your dad is like a psycho. You could tell she was like, this ain't good. Yeah. This ain't good.
And then there's the one other Heather, even though they were literally just at a funeral, she's like, hey, you want to go on a double date tonight?
Oh my God.
I know our friend is dead right.
Annoying.
She's dead right there, but let's go on a date. And then she was like, I don't want to like hang out with them and they're going to get drunk and go cow tipping. And then they do that.
That's exactly what they do.
Wow.
By the way, did any of your friends do that?
Cow tipping?
Yeah.
No. Did you?
I never literally did it, but like it was a thing.
Who did it?
I don't know.
Call them out. Oh.
No, I don't know, but like people would do it. And honestly, I'm probably one of those people to do it in high school, to be like, does it work?
Cows can get up. Cows lay on the ground, and then
that's what I mean. I don't get it.
I don't either.
Why was that such a phenomenon? To be like, let's go tip cows. I even remembered from my high school.
I don't know. Be nice to the cows, y'all. Don't go on dates with boys who tip cows, please. You know, this is just a movie of dating red flags, I'll tell you.
It really, and I just watching the two guys be like, come on, Veronica, like, aren't you gonna like put out? And she's like, God, no. But then the next day at school, everyone says that she gave them both blowjobs, I guess.
That's a lot of work. 2 jobs.
And that is such a high school thing.
Yeah.
Where I feel like I've had friends that this happened to them, where like nothing happened, and then the next day they're like, oh, blah, 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 did this. And everyone's like, what? And then the whole school knows. And you're like, excuse me, this is absolutely not what happened.
Yeah.
They're a liar.
Yep.
I was there.
Yep. And she's like, oh, man, they're so annoying. And this is where Christian Slater's like, should we fucking kill them again? She's like, whoa, how about we just prank them? And I'll lure them.
She gets her pranks wrong. I'll tell you that. She gets these pranks wrong.
She's an accessory
to murder.
Dumb with the
pranks. Like she's definitely,
or she might even be an actual murderer.
Is she a murderer?
Well, with this one, I feel like isn't she the one that? Oh no, she doesn't shoot him.
No, she does.
She misses.
But then she shoots again.
I think she misses, though. Christian Slater kills the one guy right away, and then the guy she's supposed to shoot,
that's right,
he runs away, and he's like, don't let him get away, and she's like, it's just a prank. And that's when I was like, Winona, did you drink some of the rat poison, girl? Because I'm a little worried about your brain. There also is a part where she's like, yeah, when I was in, like, middle school, they were gonna skip me ahead because I was so smart, but then, like, social skills, like, you know? And I was like, wait, but, like, are you smart? Because I feel like...
Because we're confused.
I don't know. Why didn't you know he was a murderer when he literally was like, I'm gonna murder? Yeah, so then those guys get murdered, and then he's like, well, don't worry, we have another suicide note we're gonna write, and it's about them being gay in the woods, and they were so homophobic, but they were gay, and that's the story. And then everybody believes it, including the police, who I just feel like
they did like 3 seconds of investigation.
Yeah, not even.
Oh, let's read this note. These kids.
That's it.
These kids today's.
I don't know what town we're in. I don't know where we are. I'm sure there's police like this, and I'm afraid. But also, DNA evidence exists, so wear your gloves when you pick shit up. Thank you. But yeah, so then basically this is the part of the movie where it's like everybody's kind of like, oh, people keep dying. Who else is gonna die? Oh, who wants to die? Who's very sad? And then the one Heather becomes like the popular Heather because Christian Slater's like, we need order. And then she's like, totes? What? I didn't get that at all.
Mm-hmm.
I was lost. I was lost in the sauce. And then their other Heather friend is like, I want to die. And then what happened to her? Did I black out? Did she die?
So she tried to take a bunch of these pills and Winona saved her.
Okay.
And then was like, come on, what are you doing? And she's just like, I don't know. It's too much. And she was like, stop. She's like, she literally was so, dry humor. She's like, really? Yeah. You're gonna do it this way?
Right.
You're a copycat. Gross. Like, move on.
But then did she die or did she stay alive?
She stayed alive, but then, like, was out of the film.
She just disappeared. Okay, because I was like, wait, we have a funeral for her? And then Martha is sad and almost dies too, but then people, like, make a joke about it because she doesn't actually die. And I was like, thank God Martha's okay. I hate everybody here. And that's, like, the theme, is that Christian Slater's viewpoint is, like, everyone in high school sucks, and my life is the hardest because I'm an emo kid before emo was invented, and nobody understands me, so I'm gonna kill everybody or make them want to die, and this is whatever. And then one was like, no, that's not the way. I'm gonna dump you. And I was like, you should have ran away faster. But
well, and I was proud. And he was like, man, come on. He kept thinking, oh, you'll come back. And then he was like, really, like, oh shit, is she not? And then he goes to Shannen Doherty, and he's like, you want to get her back? Someone's got to be the cool queen of the school. Yep. I was like, oh my God.
Wait, so then they do a petition that everyone's gonna die? Is that the petition? What's the petition?
I didn't really get it.
I didn't get it either. I was like, why are they signing a petition? And why is Winona upset about it? And why is Christian Slater like, focus on the petition? And then why does Winona then say, tonight's the night I'm going to pretend to die to play a prank on Christian so I could teach him a lesson? Bitch, this is when women think they can fix a man. We can't. Ever. Okay? You think your fake suicide's going to fix a man? It's not. Okay.
It's not.
So it's not. Save yourself. Save your bed sheets.
Moving on.
Call the cops.
Yep.
Take
save
a sip.
Your bed sheets.
I just, like, I don't understand it. And then, like a psycho, he comes in the room and he's like, oh man, you killed yourself. Like, this is the worst. I was going to kill you. And like, my petition. And I thought he said the petition was that like everybody was going to blow up. Something.
But how did she like Tom Cruise Mission Impossible?
Oh yeah,
make it look like she was. Hanging herself,
wow.
But she really wasn't. And then her mom was like, "Oh no!" And she's like, "Mom, it's not a big deal. Let me just hire Houdini my way out of this." I was like, "What's happening?
You know, now that
Thinking about call someone, I was like, why did the parents call someone?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm thinking of the musical. I do want to see this musical now because I feel like a moment like that, I would like laugh in the audience if she was like, I'm not dead, Mom. What's for dinner? like
she's like,
so
I'm not
fucking
dead.
stupid.
I'm not dead.
Oh my God.
Pretending.
Did you notice too, every time she wrote in her diary, she was wearing a monocle? Like the Monopoly man?
I can't.
Why did she have that? Is that in the musical? Somebody tell us.
I don't know if this was the coolest fashion we've ever seen in any film.
Is it?
Or if it was the worst. Like that was the line. I couldn't tell.
Yes.
At one point she wore this like blue velvet outfit.
She did. I was just like, I like that outfit.
Oh.
I mean, it was ugly. What? Okay. Wait, which outfit? Oh, God. I was thinking of the one where it was like a one long dress, but then she had something underneath it.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's ugly. Oh, no. I thought it was cute.
Well,
oh, no.
We have different opinions, which is the story of our life.
I'm so sorry.
But the thing that was just, at this point, I was like, okay, so now the movie is about getting JD. But then we don't really like come up with a plan to get him. No. We're just trying to like stop getting murdered by him.
Yeah.
But so I got a little lost, and then he actually just wanted to blow everybody up.
Yeah. That's correct. Okay. Yeah, wow. The day after she pretends to die, she goes to school, and the one teacher is like, oh my God, you're alive? We all thought you were dead. I was like, wait, damn, news spreads fast in this town. And then she goes, hey, listen, if you want to talk about it, I'm here to talk about it, because deciding to kill yourself or not is one of the most important like decisions of a teenager's life. And I was like, whoa, again, like
absurd.
I hate that so much. Oh God.
Horrible.
Okay. But yeah, Winona's like, bitch, I ain't going to class. I'm going to stalk Christian Slater. And he's walking around like a sketchy guy with a big suspicious bag. Nobody questions. And he's leaving bombs all around the goddamn school.
He's like a janitor. He's got the keys.
Oh, yeah.
Abbott Elementary would never.
No.
Can you imagine? Barbara would be on that.
Mr. Like, Johnson would be like, get the fuck out of here.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No. He plants bombs under the bleachers, and then there's a big school pep rally. And I was like, okay, again, like, why are we having a pep rally when everybody around us is dying? Even our dog's dead. Like, what the fuck are we doing? And then Winona's like, bitch, I got a gun. Don't ask from where, okay? Don't ask if I know how to use it, because I don't know. And I'm going to kill you. And he's like, well, I already set the bombs, bitch. Like, and she doesn't shoot him. Again, mistake. Women always shoot first, talk later, right? With Christian Slater's scary character, that is. And he then tries to like bone her again. Like the bomb is ticking down. Like we got 30 seconds, and he's like, enough time for a quickie. Am I right? In the boiler room. She's like, no! And, like,
insane.
And then, so how does the bomb get stopped? She shoots off his middle finger, which I loved. I was like, amazing. Let's shoot off more appendages that point out at us. You know? I'm just saying. Let's do it. And then I think he has like a knife, and it like hits the bomb. Why it doesn't explode the bomb, I don't know.
Who knows?
It stops the bomb, and then she's like, yay, I saved the day, and I shot him, and he looks dead, so now I'm gonna go outside and smoke a ciggy. And then he's like, hey, I'm not dead either. And she's like, uh-oh. And then he's like, but don't worry, I have a bomb, but it's just for me. And she's like, okay. And he's like, so I'm gonna explode it. And she's just like, all right. And like, that was probably the one time I approved of her being like, yeah, I agree with the choices.
And I just was like, this movie had to end somehow, some way, because it was really getting absurd. It really was.
I mean, I think the lesson we all need to take away is that mental health is very serious. And if you meet a Christian Slater, your first question should be like, you ever tried counseling?
Correct.
Do you have a medication? Should we call Child Protective Services about your scary dad? Should we talk to the police? Should we do some coping skills? You know, and I just think it could have been different.
I really could have.
So he blows up, and that's the end.
I did. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and then at the end, Winona is like, Martha, let's go to prom together and be friends. And Martha's like, I would love that. And I was like, we could have done this from the beginning. And once again, avoided all of this stuff.
Why did Martha have to go through trauma? Because you would have crushed on a sociopath.
Yeah, Martha didn't deserve any of this.
And horrible taste in best friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I do sadly think this is still a thing where girls are friends with mean girls that probably hate them, but don't know how to get out of the friendship.
Yeah.
I don't recommend killing them.
No.
I just recommend finding a Martha and calling it a day.
Yeah, there's a lot
just don't think too hard, you know?
Just like be nice. Friendship is a choice. That's what I tell the children. It is a choice. You pick your friends. You get to pick. It's one of the few things kids get to decide. So pick them wisely. Make sure they're fucking nice to you.
I love it.
Yeah. Wow. Well, Bridge, would you watch or don't watch Heathers?
Ooh. I would watch, but turn it off by the end.
Turn it off before Christian Slater comes back around.
Yeah. How would you? What about you?
Maybe I'd watch it with someone who hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
Before to be like, this is
other
fucking
than that,
crazy.
It's not like a mind-blowing movie.
No,
you know?
I do want to see.
It's just like a passage of time. But let's see the musical.
Wait, I want to see the musical.
Okay,
I'm like reading about
let's do it.
It was a smash hit run at the London's West End.
Let's do it.
And it's back in NYC. Oh my god, high demand. Wow. Well, Bridge, we are at the end, getting to the end of Spoopy Month, and I have our next pick.
Boom.
And this one, I think, is very, kind of Halloween-y in the sense of some of the characters in this movie. There's not like trick-or-treating or costumes or anything, but this is considered a dark fantasy superhero, supernatural fantasy action adventure. And it's from the 2000s.
Superhero, supernatural. Oh God, is this like Spider-Man 100?
Oh God, no. That's not spoopy.
Yeah, you're right. It's not.
No, this is really like a standalone movie, and we do have some actors in here we've done movies on before. We've got Hugh Jackman. I don't know if you know this one. Kate Beckinsale. Anything? Richard Roxburgh? How do you say that? He was in Moulin Rouge with us. Nope. Okay, here's the one sentence. The famed monster hunter is sent to Transylvania
Van
to
Helsing.
stop. Yes!
I've never seen this.
He's going to Transylvania to stop Count Dracula, who's using Dr. Frankenstein's research and a werewolf for nefarious purposes. We just rope all the monsters in together. And then somehow there's fighting and guns, and Hugh Jackman's there too. So you've never seen this? It's kind of crazy. I saw this in theaters because I was like 13, I think, when it came out.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is it really scary?
No, there definitely is like maybe one or two jump scares, but it's not, I don't think it's scary.
Okay.
It is more like action-y.
Okay.
Where you're like, wow, why does Kate Beckinsale have to wear a fucking corset and also do karate moves? Why can't she wear normal clothes? But
yeah,
you know,
okay, but that doesn't surprise me.
2000, so
yeah.
So yeah, I liked this movie when it came out. I can't tell you the last time I watched it though. So
oh my God. Okay, well, let's see. It's not gonna be spoopy. I trust you.
Vampires and Frankenstein monsters and werewolves, and boom. I think that's it. I don't know. We'll see.
Let's do it. I love it.
Well,
I love it.
Bridge.
Yeah.
I just want to say.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to be the kids at the school. If we were the staff at this fucking school and Christian Slater enrolled, I think you and I would be like, hey, we noticed you are glaring at people and you have a gun. So we're gonna get you some help, okay? We're not going to turn a blind eye. And then we're also going to check in with Winona because she needs some guidance too. And somehow we're the guidance counselors in there and it's going to work out. And then they're not going to date and everyone's going to be alive and be nice to Martha. That's what we're going to do together. Because I love you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bridge.
If somebody is like, hey, you remind me of a Heather.
Oh.
You tell them,
rude.
Absolutely fucking not.
So rude.
For Christian Slater's bullshit.
My God.
I would absolutely tell the school how to handle suicide. I would absolutely create a protocol, okay, that would go out and it would stop the real issue, which is a murderer.
Yeah. Get the murderer.
DNA evidence.
Okay. I mean, I don't think it would be too difficult. I feel
and
like
I would just try to help you there.
Fingerprints
whatever that is.
all over the place, you know. Yes. Well, and listeners, if you also think that, you know, our taxpayer dollars should go towards thorough police investigations of very simple crimes, instead of them smoking weed on the job in the woods, you know? I don't know. Is it too much to ask? Maybe. Who knows? And if you think that Christian Slater did a really good job of playing this character, perhaps, dare I say, too good. And should we check in with him and see what's happening? And if you are named Heather and you would like justice for Heathers or for people named Heather, write us an email and leave us a review that's 5 stars and then we'll acknowledge you. And if you think all that, you should write us a review. Woo! We love reviews. We love written reviews. You can review us on Apple Podcasts along with some other podcasting apps. And we also have a website, sisterswhoseenit.com. On our website, you can request a movie. So there is a form you can fill out. Your request goes on the list. And we look at the list every now and then. And we will do it eventually. And Bridge, what else can do on our website?
They can give us money, which is coffee, but it's money.
Woo.
We would do a much better job than anyone that got paid in this movie to take care of the murders.
Yes, we would.
You can also buy merchandise.
Yes.
That merchandise won't make you as cool as a Heather in 1988, but it'll make you cool now.
Wow. Y'all hear that? You guys hear that? Hurry. Go. Bye. Yes, so check all that out, listeners. And we hope to hear from you. All right. Well, we'll see y'all next week for Van Helsing. I feel like that's how they say it because they have weird accents.
God, I love it.
And we're not going to Rocky Horror Transylvania. This is like the spoopy one. I don't know. We're going there.
Boom.
See you there.
We're going there.
Okay. I love you.
We're doing it. I love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I love you.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in to Sisters Who've Seen It. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Check out our website at sisterswhoseenit.com, where you can email us, request movies to be reviewed, and keep up to date with all things sisters. Also, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. See you next week.